Hello, friends. This is Cullen back with Dragon Age Inquisition, and we are here back in. You'll be shocked to see that we're actually in Skyhold as opposed to the last 73 episodes. Yeah, so we are here in Skyhold, and I was going to make my way out to the Forbidden Oasis, but as soon as I came back here, I got a new quest, and that quest is intensely exciting to me. That quest is. Here lies the Abyss, not that. Wait, what's this? Varric has a friend named Hawk, right? And fought Corypheus once before, right? Power Quad 8, War Table, find the Warden. Okay. So that's like a main story thing. But, and this is another main story thing, what was really interesting to me, though, is this. Specializations for the Inquisitor. The time has come for the Inquisitor to master a combat technique only the best trainers will do. Seek out combat trainers at the War Table. Hell yes, let's go to the War Table.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
The epic stories that are unfolding. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do before actually looking into this trainer stuff is collect what because I had a few quests before, and so let's see if we have them back, so we can get our God, I can't remember the name, our advisors or whatever they are ready to go out for more.
Report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
That's good.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Strike a bargain with Merchant Princess. A bundle of documents, at least 50 pages thick, explains the trade agreement the Inquisition has entered into with the Merchant Princess of Antiva. Josephine has attached a note. Inquisitor, I am more than satisfied with the agreement we reached with the Merchant Princess. Here's a duplicate if you wish to review it. I would put aside 3 days and 24 candles. Yeah, this is one where I'm glad I have Josephine and not Cullen. So that's good. Why does that go away when, like, the Protect Clan Lavellan, aka watch my whole clan get extinguished, stays here? I'm not sure why that is. Power for a price. Formal document with impeccable filigree. The Inquisition is a sight to behold, a command of legions, hearts, and minds. It is worthy, your Inquisitor is worthy, and my masters are pleased. I will bring my wares, and together we will extend your reach ever further. Now you trade not just in treasures, but in will. The esteemed Faris, their representative. I wonder if we'll meet Faris. Wait, no, the Faris wasn't... Or who is the art? I'm Googling. Dragon Age 2, elf, slave, magic person. What was his name? Fenris, that's what I was thinking of. Okay. No, this is different than that. You guys can see this is more loquacious than Fenris. I wonder if we'll meet Faris. And then I think the last person was in... Yeah, there it is. Rice and Evangeline, so this is Cole's quest. Inquisitor, Evangeline and I owe you our freedom and indeed our very lives. I am greatly saddened to hear what happened at the Conclave. I truly hoped for a peaceful end to this conflict, and the death of so many good people is a tragedy. Our own investigation took us to renegade Templars using a strange new red form of lyrium. I am chagrined that they were powerful enough to subdue us. Although your agents tell us that these Red Templars serve as shock troops for the enemy, who has had both mages and Templars dancing to his tune. Evangeline and I need to recover from our wounds, and our presence at Skyhold will only cause tension with the rebel mages you brought into the Inquisition. Once we are healed, we'd be honored to serve. Yours, Reese, Senior Enchanter, Equitarians. There's a note below, presumably added by Cole. Good he saw this. I asked you not to do this. I was upset until it saved them. This is good. Yeah, I guess we... New operations deploy Reese and Evangeline. Here we are, in the east. Inquisitor, we have recovered from our wounds and are ready to serve the Inquisition as you see fit. Evangeline has friends among the Orlesian nobility who may listen to our cause, and I am familiar with several caches used by the rebel mages. Or if you prefer, we would be honored to join the Inquisition troops near Val Fermine and fight the forces of Corypheus as best we can. I like that we get this continuation then. Who's it recommending? It's recommending Cullen. So I think it's fair. I mean, this is straight military stuff. Passionate warrior coming from a good family might bring the Inquisition a great deal of gold. Caches we speak of might yield something of value. Experienced Templar and Mage would greatly increase our military strength near Val Fermine. Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Inquisitor.
Okay. Now that that's done, I'm going to scan around here and see if I can find anything related to specializations. Oh, damn, busy. Specializations for the Inquisitor. I can ensure instruction for the legions who want to join, but can we expect the Inquisitor to remain a leader while training with a subordinate? She is a figure of aspiration and should rightly be one of aspiration. Promoting a specialist from within the ranks seems lacking. With due respect to our people, the needs of the Herald are so specific. I recommend looking outside for the best combat specialists to be found, regardless of their affiliation. Fine, but what does busy mean? Oh, bummer. Is there something I should be doing for that? Was it a mistake to send out Cullen? Do I need Cullen? I don't know what busy means. I haven't... Oh well. That's frustrating. I'm looking to see if there's anything that looks obvious, like learn to be a bard, or learn to be a berserker or something, but... I don't know. I'm not really... I'm going to do a quick scan around and see if anything jumps out at me. So I mean, nothing here really looks super specialization-y, so if you can tell me how I get this to be unbusy, if it just happens when I level up more, or if there's, like, I don't know. If it's a major story thing and it'll come on its own time, totally fine. I'll wait for it. If there's something I'm supposed to be doing that's really obvious that I'm not doing to get specializations like right now, then, you know, let me know if you can. Thank you. Anyway, might as well send some people out for other quests. We got completed. Yeah, let's just work eastward, from the east to the west. Westward, rather, I guess that means. Gain Orzamar's friendship, that would be nice. We have received a message from Orzammar. Knowing an ancient darkspawn threatens Thedas, King Balin officially declared his support for the Inquisition. That is nice. Josephine, this feels right up your alley. I would advise sending a delegation to Orzammar as soon as possible to cement this alliance. You got it.
Let us begin.
What else? Gather coin, I don't really care about that. A memorial for Haven is also busy. What does that mean, busy? Ambassador Montelier, although we have not always seen eye to eye, I believe that on this subject we'll be in perfect agreement. I would like to build a monument at the site where Haven stood as a memorial to all those who gave their lives defending the faith. Shall we work together to honor these fallen heroes, Madam Ambassador? Marquis d'Aurelian. Like, I don't even understand what busy means in this context. Busy usually indicates to me that the person, like Ambassador Montelier, is out doing other stuff, and that feels weird in this context. Doesn't feel like it fits, so I don't know. And let's check. Yeah, we could look at Dorian's request. Anything else down here? Hinterlands resources. Yeah, this is kind of the last one that I care about here. Yeah. Dorian's request. Now that you're in charge, there's something I thought I'd bring up. There are Venatori mages out there, lurking in the wilderness. This comes as no surprise to you, since you can't swing a dead cat without hitting one of Corypheus' minions, but these particular Venatori have additional significance for myself. For one, I know them personally. Oh, interesting. I would call them friends, except that would imply I didn't want them dead, which I do. I have to use Dorian more often. Since I have an idea where they might be, thanks to an investigation I began before coming south, I thought we could put our heads together and track them down. At which point they would sneer something at you into Venter, and you would be forced to kill them, which makes everyone happy. You for eliminating a potential threat, me for eliminating men and women too stupid and short-sighted to be permitted continued breath. They would be less happy, but who cares about them. Excuse me, they would be less happy, but, but who cares about them? Up to you, my lady Inquisitor. I mean, you make a fair point. Let us look into this carefully and quietly. We do not wish to alert the Venatori to our awareness of their existence. Sounds like a
Let's see
plan.
what we have.
So that's all I got for now. But I did see other stuff. I swear I saw another quest appear in on the way over here on the map over here. In Sit in Judgment. Someone being held in Skyhold awaits judgment. Judge the prisoner. Maybe this is what it means by busy. Maybe this person who we're gonna sit in judgment of is gonna be like, I spent my life like fighting the Venatori, and this is what it came to. I used my powers of necromancy to do it. You're gonna kill me? And be like, no, train me in specialization in necromancy. That's exactly how it'll go. But seriously, I think this is probably gonna be a specialization person.
Better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Find a specialization. That's what we can't do. I think I went to the wrong place. Oh, sit. I have to sit in judgment. I'm sitting in my Game of Thrones chair.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment. Where you will sit in judgment.
Okay.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Their initial encounter... Okay. I kill enough people as it is. Yeah, that's as...
Do I really need to oversee even more death? I'm nearly at capacity.
I share your distaste for more bloodshed, but it needn't come to that.
Well, that's good.
The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound.
That's a good way to
Justice
put
has
it.
many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Yeah, sure, let's
Is there
try
anyone
this.
I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Okay, this is interesting. Yeah,
You
look at
recall
her.
Gerion Alexius of the Winter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid.
Okay.
The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life, no less.
Oh, this is... What's
The
his name's
Winter has
dad?
disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit.
Right, so just on the surface, just before we go on to this, because I'm sure this is going to be the first of many, I'm really going to try to not kill people. Not because I'm morally opposed to it. I mean, you know, in real life I am, but, you know, my Alana kills, like, 3 random thieves before breakfast if it means that she can get to an herb that she can pick. I know that's kind of a mix of gameplay and that's not quite canon, but I'm still just gonna, just on the chance that some of these might, if I leave them alive, teach me stuff, I'm gonna try to not kill people if possible. Yeah, these are grave charges.
And I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
So totally unrepentant. He'll serve Redcliffe's magus, imprison him. I want him researching magic. What's that? What's that symbol? And this is a kind of a non-rhetorical question. What does that symbol mean? Some of them it's obvious. Some of them, like, some mean like, oh, I'm going to make a decision that makes me sad, or I'm going to make a fierce decision, or this is something I get because I have lower skill. I want him researching magic. This is really cool.
Your magic was theoretically impossible.
Agent
Alexius.
acquired.
I could
Okay.
use people like you. Your sentence is to serve, under guard, as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
I feel like this is a terrible
No
idea.
execution. Very well.
Solus is the only person who approves. Everyone else, Cole approves. Vivienne slightly approves. Sarah's pissed. Okay. This was... This is one of those things where I think this is one of those things where gameplay curiosity made me make a different decision. I think ordinarily, if I didn't know specializations were a thing, I would have imprisoned him. Yeah, I would have. I would have imprisoned him because I don't want him researching. But the possibility that... Wait, quarters. I was thinking I was on my way to the War Council table. What is this? I have quarters? How did I not see this? No, I'm getting distracted. Let me come back to this in a second. Can't believe I missed this whole just friggin' section of the area. This is probably okay. You know what? I'm getting frazzled. Yeah. So back to Goron, Gideon, that dude. Yeah. If he were, was that just on my map this whole time? Yeah, but not somewhere obvious, so I don't feel bad about missing it. If this, yeah, I don't trust him at all, and he's clearly unrepentant and evil, and so having him research magic seems like a bad idea, unless it gives me a gameplay reward, and I'm okay with that. So I kind of regret sending everyone out on missions now, but I had no way to know. So let's see. This is no, that's already in progress. Where is this new thing? Gather coin, your heart shall burn. Find the warden.
You read the report?
It was unusual. Is he always so blunt?
Judgment,
Yes.
the magic used in Redcliffe. Alexius is again busy. Judgment, the magic used in Redcliffe. Alexius has been put to work as a magical researcher for the Inquisition. The spell he used in Redcliffe was incredibly complex. Even he doesn't understand all the theory behind it. This is the time thing, but he has confessed it was only possible to cast because the breach has thinned the veil. Alexius, can you look into applications of the theory for safer use? Again, I have no idea what busy means, and it's a little bit frustrating for a game that's usually pretty solid about explaining stuff. I don't know. Is this still busy then? Now that, especially, yeah, busy.
Are you all right, Leliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying.
It was indeed. Okay, I guess we're leaving that alone for now. So let's check out my quarters. Alright, so we're in the quarters again. Let's see what's up. Oh, literally, let's see what's up. I think we can get to a higher tier here.
They've certainly spared no expense.
These are some sweet digs. Got an owl. Owls are great. Nice windows. Stained glass. Light pouring in. Something to take. A nice desk. Recipe: Skyhold garden, courtyard upgrade, main watchtower. Ah, okay. So these are... Okay, so there's a war room quests. Here we can... Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. This is a view. sweet bed here. A wardrobe. Casual wear. Formal. What the fuck? Austerity. So right now I'm in austerity gear. Casual wear. Vivacity. Garb yourself in rich blues of the Masked Empire. I don't know what the Masked Empire is. Is that like Antiva or something? Are we getting a cat visit? Yes, we are. Purity. Be above reproach in manner and dress with this classic style and pattern white. Formal wear. Winter Palace. Classic formal cut. Crimson accented with blue fit to meet royalty. I wonder if this ever has an impact. Like if a royal, if King whoever comes, if King Balin comes over here and they're wearing my pajamas instead of like one of the formal wear, like if they'll be put off or not give me quests or something. Outerwear. Night's Watch. Perfect for cold Skyhold nights and weighty discussions. This has got to be just a Game of Thrones reference, isn't it? Day's Vigil. Look at this. Be observed. What? Okay, so all cool. Let me go with Winter Palace gear, I guess, or Coastal Fortress gear. Why not? Or yeah, sure. Let's try it, I guess. So does that change what I'm? It does. Oh man, look at my character, Smartner gear. That's pretty sweet. So this is just like the casual gear. We can go higher? Okay. Whoop. Oh, we can get to this little balcony thing. I don't know why we care to get up here. I guess it's just nice to see. Get a little bird's eye view of the place. Yeah, this is a pretty nice room. Bounce on the bed. Whee! Okay. Okay. I think this is it for now. Oh yeah, no, we got some quests here. Horses from the hinterland cage requisition. So those are things that are left over, but so you got combat trainers at the war table. Yeah, whatever. I'll stop fussing about the busy thing because I don't know what it is. So a greener garden. With the right materials, improvements could be made to Skyhold's garden. A better courtyard. We have to get more quarries and logging stands. A superior tower. We have to get more quarries and logging stands. And spirit essence. I don't remember where I got that from. Advanced crafting. Have an item enchanted. I don't have the ability to do that yet. So let's check out the garden. I'll see you once I find something.
Thank you for saving my life and giving us a chance to help. I'm mostly studying now, but Helisma can talk to you.
Okay, so Minave was the person who was the former researcher and she's been replaced. That's okay. Wait. This whole area is new. I swear we didn't have access to this before when I was struggling to find Cullen. Buy and sell. Reinforced defender's armor. A rare heavy armor. Okay. Faris. Oh, Faris is here.
You have come to the attention of the powerful, and I am the response. Monsieur Faris at your service. You will find my wares unique.
Your wares suck so far.
I sell influence.
Oh, okay. Is this a warning label on your post?
Yes, Inquisitor. How will you choose to extend your reach today?
Okay, so you don't really have to say much beyond that. The only thing you sell is reinforced defender's armor. Weapons, armor. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Protocols of Passage, Free March, a rare consensus of guilds and trade partners. in some of the influential city-states of the Free Marches, though no magistrate could penetrate its obfuscating mire of language to draw out names. Subtle but far-reaching. Grants a major increase to Inquisition power and influence. Major increase, major increase. So this is just being able to buy power and influence. Small increase of power and influence. So let me try buying one of these. How much money do I have? I don't want to spend a lot on this, but let me do a middle one. Let's say, or a low, but not the lowest. High ever. 10 of them. Let's try this one. A document committing the undeclared assistance of certain city officials grants a moderate influence to increased Inquisition power and influence. Let's try buying this. Oh, so they have 10 max. So now they have 9. So is that all it is? Is this... I guess, are those all... Here's a question for you all. Are those all equal in terms of the impact they have? Is it just roleplay and lore that they have these different names? Are they just all versions of... just all degrees of power and influence upgrades? Or does, like, the Western Orlais one potentially open up quests in Western Orlais sort of thing? What else is here?
You're carrying a heavy burden for one so young.
I'll carry it back to Crestwood and kill those bandits. That's what Father would have wanted.
He'd want you to live a good life.
He's dead. You didn't know him.
Huh.
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie Sims at your service.
You look awesome.
I trust good secret was not too coarse. Now that you've come to some good fortune, you deserve an upgrade. As master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
The tradesman, yeah.
Who or what are the tradesmen?
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote local craftsmen and fair importers. A guild of sorts. Although that implies counter-affiliations we are not interested in crossing. Our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
Sorry about Segret dying. I don't remember who Segret is. And so, as with many of these things, I figure I'm going to Google for a lot of this. Segret, Skyhold. One of the merchants in Haven. Oh, right, he's one of the people I probably let die in Haven. Okay. Sorry about Segret dying. Whoops.
It's a shame Segret didn't survive Haven.
It is, but one must continue.
Indeed,
That's
one
it.
must.
He was a shrewd man, but he was none too pleasant. It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that this is an upgrade.
Yeah, what can you do for me?
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
What you need, and more. It takes great coordination to make a remote location seem central. While there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grandest of the grand, they do not travel. At least, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. You're a master of the group?
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the master of this group?
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing commander atop a structure of malcontents. It is better to remain active, hands-on. Do you not agree, Inquisitor?
I do.
We'll speak another time.
Of course, Lady Inquisitor.
So let's see what you got. Axe of the Dragon Hunter. So ridiculously strong great axe, level 16. Once famed dragon hunter Nephrim Pentagast's. So Cassandra's ilk. This axe was lost in the Steel Age after a wager between Nephrim's great-grandson and a Van Markham scion. Its new owner proudly went on his own dragon hunt and was killed by bandits. Oh, rip. It was last seen in Kirkwall's Black Emporium. So that was like a... This must be something from the Dragon Age 2, like, DLC, I'm guessing. Anderfell's Green Men warriors began with a hunter of the Murdain, Grunsman, who famously saved the people of Hossberg from starvation by crossing dark spawn lines in the First Blight. The order begun in his name leads caravans through the dangerous wandering hills to the distant port of Laish and comprise the best marksmen of Thedas. Okay, so all these are like legendary weapons. What's the Mage Hunter weapons? This is a shield? Yeah. The third time the Rite of Annulment was invoked on a Circle of Magi in 309 Towers, the Knight Commander Gavasio of Antiva killed all the city's mages for demonic possession. However, a massacre may have already occurred at the hands of Knight Captain Nicholas, with the rite invoked as a cover. Friggin' Templars. The Seekers of Truth later apprehended Sir Nicholas, who had left the order to kill mages and admitted to having murdered over 100. I don't know if I want to wear that. I mean, it's expensive and it's good, but I don't know if I want to be seen, like, supporting that. Anything else we can get from here? Oh, Blackwall's here. How you doing, buddy?
At your service.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
That's enough talk.
We
I
should
think
return
I'm...
to our duties.
As you wish.
What is
You
that?
are, after all, in charge.
Thank you, but there's that image again. That image of the wolf with a moon above its head giving a hug, we'll call it, to a deer person. This is the second time we've seen that image. Okay. Anything of note here? It doesn't really look like it. Anything back there that I'm missing? I know this is probably more seeking than I actually need, but yep, no secret legendary ancient rings hiding in the woodpile. Okay. Stables. Yes. Rarely seen, the hunter shade is hardy and powerful. Requires a disciplined rider to take advantage of its skittish nature.
Our mounts have never had better.
Look at
Master
that
Bennett will
beauty.
join us now. A space like this needs an expert.
Look at this beauty. It looks like he's wearing pajamas. I don't know why I'm in pajama mindset today, but it looks like he's just a regular dragon and he has like his blue and white pattern pajamas. You are so cute. Oh, you'd probably bite my face off, but you're adorable. This fast travel point. Okay. And so can I actually use fast travel now? Yes, I can. So now it's open. So maybe I just had to leave here once. Oh. I fell off the stairs. Anything up here of note? Yeah, I can... Gosh, I was ready to leave this place, and it's like, nope, you only explored half of it.
Even smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
Cole came for a snack. I'll tell you, it looks like there's room to get between you two, but I guess not. Yeah, we got some stuff to read. Yet another note from the kitchens. How many times do I have to say this? If it falls on the floor, it's still good to eat. Cooked Donatine. 5-second rule, 20-second rule, whatever. Just eat it. Note from the Skyhold kitchens. Request for supplies. Potatoes, 500. Flour, 50 sacks. Dried peas, 100 sacks. Salted meat, as much as possible. That's fair. Willow switches, 4 to break into 2 kitchen hands. No, don't be that kind of boss. Another note from the Skyhold kitchens. Once again, please keep the elf out of the kitchen. Check the sugar daily and make sure it is still sugar and not salt. Head cook Donatine. Beneath this is written, try keeping this out, followed by an arrow pointing toward a crude drawing of a phallus. What the fuck? Note from the Skyhold kitchens again. If I ever find out who put the turnips in the fireplace, I will personally feed them to the meat grinder. Cooked Donatine. The turnips in the fire actually came back. This is now a recurring story arc. Oh my god.
There's no
Where's
end of
this?
it. I can store an army.
Right? So got a painting of, can't really tell what that is, a camp, a town, a village of some sort. Let's look left first, I guess. Got a cool but haunted thing. The folly of General Not Sheridan. So this is continuing this. 5. In the days that followed, to avoid scandal, the appointing of Not Sheridan was claimed a grand tactic of the true general, who must have orchestrated the whole affair from secret. From secret meaning the cloakroom. Not even his own attendants knew his face, and they would have had the guard whisk him to jail for trespassing. But with his mask restored and wary of embarrassment, the general was merciful with Not Sheridan, imposing less than half the prescribed lashes and sparing her and her lord the gallows. And they were allowed to leave Orlais on the condition that Not Sheridan was henceforth her name. That's a crappy ending for someone who... Maybe that's not the ending. Maybe she goes on to greatness, but that's a crappy ending for someone who improvised and took leadership in action. What is green? I imagine I should present to you an object which to my mind is of indisputable greenness and ask, does this thing appear to you to be green? Naturally, you might say that it does, for you have come to recognize the appearance of the color of the object to be green, associating the word with your eyes, with what your eyes see. But could it be my understanding of green differs entirely from yours? What if perchance you could see into my mind? You might realize that all things that I name green are actually red in your understanding. Ah, without the moorings of objective truth, we are set adrift in oceans of solitary experience. The promising, and this is like a very kind of old philosophy concept, or just a poser, a question, a riddle, and kind of a fun one. The promising opening to a lecture given by Karsten Grocke, philosopher-poet at the University of Orlais. The lecture's quality dropped significantly after this point, and ended quickly when Grocke subjected audience members to a poorly constructed ode to chartreuse. He fled from the auditorium under fire from students armed with overripe red tomatoes when philosophy goes sour. Yeah, so this is a little cool private study here. The pyramids of... Oh god, there's so much lore in this game. It's so awesome. Pyramids of Parvalin. And this is the Kunari land, right? The islands called Parvalin was the first land in Thedas to be taken by the Kunari, and has been held by them ever since. But while the Kunari have raised their own marvels on the island, the famed city of Kunandar comes to mind. So that's like the main Kunari city, maybe? Parvalin had a rich history before the Kun ever came to its shores. Tear your eyes from Kunandar's wonders and look instead to the jungle. There you'll see the ruins of vast cities that proclaim in silence, we were here. Parvalin's distinctive pyramids looming from the overgrowth have remained largely intact, even if their intended purpose has been lost. They do not seem to be tombs, though some chambers contain bodies that have been carefully preserved. Amazingly, the pyramid's proportions are mathematically perfect. Since their alignment is so precise, one suspects they have served some scientific purpose. Observatories, perhaps? And Van Therastes has observed that the shape of the Parvalin pyramids seems perfectly to match the constellation Solium. So, I'm just in this mindset because I'm Final Fantasy XIV, the section I'm at right now. I'm encountering some people who set up shop in some old ruins, and we're learning more about those old ruins and the civilizations that used to live there. So, just some interesting confluence. Yes, Pigeon. We know more of the pyramids than we do of the humans who built them. The Kunari came to Parvalin's conquerors, but there is no history and little sign of battles fought on the island's shores. A civilization that could build such vast cities would surely have defenses, armies, perhaps weapons alien even to the Kunari. So why is there so little proof of resistance? Did they just disappear, maybe? One answer may lie in what remains of their temples. Beneath the leaves and vines covering the walls, you can still make out the stylized carvings that adorn them. The paint has long since flaked away, but the silhouettes are clear. Intricate sea creatures, shipwrights, musicians, archers, and kings. Here and there, odd figures are depicted, tall, horned, always in a position of authority and respect. What were these horned figures to the ancients of Parvalan? Priests, ritualistically crowned? Heroes? Gods, perhaps? We may never know the truth, but when the Kunari arrived, they were probably worshipped. When the Kunari arrived from the sea, horned and carrying the word of the Kun, perhaps instead of conquerors, the people of Parvalan saw an old legend returning to them. This is all supposition. The humans of Parvalan are Kunari now. Their ancient civilization discarded like a child's toy, yet the pyramids remain, along with the old cities, the island itself. One day, greater scholars may hear what they have to say. I don't know, it's fascinating. It's not, I don't know if it's sad. It's definitely sad. From a compiled history of the occupied North by Renatus of Islay. Or maybe it's not sad. Maybe it was real. Maybe they actually were the saviors they were looking for, and they're happy in the Kun. The First Blight Chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequences of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that when asked, pious chantry-going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping their fingers, but none live today who actually remember the horror that was unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed, regrettably did not survive the chaos and ignorance that was to follow. We have only tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages and the dogma of the chantry to instruct us, and that is precious little indeed. I believe I'm not saying understanding when I say that the second sin unleashed upon the bane of all life. I believe I am not understanding when I say that the second sin unleashed the bane of all life upon Thetis. That's a weird sentence. The Darkspawn are more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world like an ill wind. We know from these accounts of later blights, as these Darkspawn invasions came to be called, never has a more appropriate name existed, that the Darkspawn spread disease and famine wherever they tread. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky roiling with angry black clouds. I do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of Darkspawn is an omen of dread cataclysm. It is said that those cursed magisters who became the first Darkspawn scratched at the very earth to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep roads, and there in the shadows they multiplied. Whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds, they attempted to locate the old gods they had once served. They found what they had sought. Dumat, first among the old gods, once known as the Dragon of Silence. That's a cool title. Before the Maker imprisoned him and all his brethren beneath the earth for the first sin, usurping the Maker's place in mankind's heart. So they found... We keep hearing about Dumat and how this guy is, what's his name? Bossy McVillain Face, was Dumat's priest. And now we're hearing Dumat again. I have a feeling that this might be like final boss sort of thing. The slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison by his twisted followers, and became corrupted himself. Dumat was transformed into the first archdemon. Is that then who the dragon that attacked us was? His great and terrible power given will by a rotting, unholy mind. With the Darkspawn horde following, Dumat rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the world of the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. From Tales of the Destruction of Thetis by Brother Genitivi, Chantry Scholar. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Then there's this whole other area. Yeah, so that's my current theory, at least, that the dragon that what's-his-face had... I can't remember the big boss's name. Corypheus. That Corypheus' dragon is... Wait. Thrown there? Has this been accessible the whole time? And there's Josephine. Okay. Was this stairway accessible the whole time? I was just not seeing it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So that's anyway. There's the distraction again. So that's my theory that paintings both ends. That Corypheus is somehow holding Unat even now. So let me do Vent 9 Rowan's Rose, Vintage Warden Steed. Oh, these are the things I've collected. Butterbile 784. This is my... That's really cool. That's really cool. These are the wines that I've been collecting and the alcohol I've been collecting. It's going to be so easy to get lost down here. Okay, so back there is the wines. This is the cook area. Talk to Blackwall. We got the stables.
The horses.
Yeah.
I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
Yeah, so we got to talk to Dennett.
Ready for the charm this evening. There will be room for you.
So someone's trying to convince others to.
Would that I could.
And is this how I get to... Yes! This should be how I get to Cullen, finally. Not the way I'm going right now, is behind me, but I want to explore this area first. Nothing in here. Just the beauty of this place is pretty astoundingly good. And I guess there's nothing really else to do here. Can I get up there? I can, surprisingly. Is there any reason to? No, I don't think so. I think this was just running and looking at these beautiful mountains. Oh, it's just such a relief. Relief that I'm not missing something. Nah, screw it. We can talk to Cullen now. This will go a little bit long.
Inquisitor,
That's okay.
I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt. The knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
So we've seen. I believe you. That takes care of... You sure we can't use it? No, I'm not even going to go down that road.
Samson's armor was glowing with the stuff. He'll go mad soon enough.
He seemed clear-eyed at Haven. Even so, the deluded commander is no less worrisome. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Oh, yeah, good thinking.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Okay, so we got a new little quest popping up. Anything up here? Cullen's bed, maybe? Maybe.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Yeah, Cullen is making mischief, I guess. I don't think he intends to make mischief. I think he's just kind of doing his thing. And okay, there's a lot more here. So I'm going to call it for now. Next time, I will continue exploring this place, exploring all the different passages. I think I can go like that way. I think I can go that way. And I also saw like I can talk to. Yeah, Cassandra. See Varric again in the last chapter for Cassandra. So there's a lot of stuff to do here. And again, I don't really feel like I'm sort of half-heartedly apologizing for not. I'm sort of half-heartedly apologizing for not progressing more, but I mean, I'm not really. I don't really apologize for that. If I were just kind of sitting here randomly, then I'd be apologizing for that. But I don't know. I feel like I'm talking to people and exploring story, and I feel like also that if you watch Let's Plays like I do, you might be skipping through different parts, and that's totally fine. So I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.